Namaste, good morning, Sat Sri Akal, Adab. Welcome to my live session, Pure Soul with Yoga. This is Pooja, after a long time, speaking about what is the meaning of life. What are we trying to derive out of life? Life is different for different people. Until and unless you reach the truth, you believe all the illusion, all the Maya is real. That's the meaning of life. But once you've consumed the Maya, once you have achieved your goals, your material success in the practical world, in the materialistic world, then what happens? Then you realize the meaning of life is something different. You tend to go within. You want solitude. You want to be alone. You want to be within. You want to be with yourself. And so one thinks that, you've taken a responsibility. You can't leave that and you can't go in the jungle. You can't be all alone. You've got to fulfill your responsibilities being here. But at the same time, there's a dichotomy inside, and that propels us to reach to our highest level, and that is where some of the people resort to bhakti yoga, resort to chanting, resort to reciting God's name, because nature keeps giving you those hints and those signals and keep reminding you to stay close to yourself, to your true self, not just your exterior self. Because when we are not in our complete consciousness, we tend to identify only with our superficial self, that is our external name, our accomplishments, where we live, our relationships. Those are the things that we tend to accomplish and associate and identify, but that's just temporary, that's just for some time. Nature is not permanent. Whatever seeds we are sowing today is what we will reap tomorrow. Therefore, one needs to be in complete awareness as to what kind of seeds am I sowing right now. Am I sowing the seeds of kindness? Am I sowing the seeds of selfless love, selfless duty? Am I sowing the seeds of duty, or am I running or chasing behind my constant desires, and I'm manipulating and trying to achieve those goals and desires at any cost? That is going to bring mankind backwards, down, descending to their lowest level. And the whole purpose of human mankind is to evolve and to reach to its highest level. So although this gyan, this theory could be very heavy, bombarding on some people's mind, it could be too much to take, it could be frightening, it could be scary, it could be, one does not want to listen to these kind of things because you associate and affiliate yourself too much with materialistic things and materialism. So but the wisest person is when, amidst the happiness, amidst the good times, if you realize that nothing comes easy in life, and perseverance is the only way to achieve any target, even if it is to reach to your highest self. You would need constant consistency, discipline and perseverance. So you would need to be consistently focused and consistently positive. These are the elements. This is called Abhyasa in Yoga Sutra. In religion, people tend to say that chant God's name constantly if you need to go higher, go closer to God. So Be careful of all your value system, on your principles that you believe in. Stick to your ground rules, stick to your principles, don't contradict them. Be careful of the seeds that you are sowing, and you shall reap the results accordingly. You should know, you should remember, you should be aware, you should be conscious of the seeds that you are sowing. We are sowing right now, every now and then. Prakriti keeps changing. You may remember now, you may forget later. Every day is not the same. To remember these things every day is not easy, but one needs to be in constant awareness, one needs to be in constant silence within oneself. Therefore, one needs to meditate. But the whole process of Ashtanga Yoga goes through, first of all, ground rules, yam, niyam, personal ethics, social ethics. Those things need to be practiced, and discipline needs to be there on a consistent basis. Do not do violence or speak violence or think violence against anyone. Ahimsa, satya, asteya, non-stealing. Satya is truthfulness. Non-stealing, asteya, brahmacharya, control over senses, aparigraha, that is not collecting too much, not possessing too much, okay, letting go. Niyam, that is cleanliness. Shaucha, santosha, contentment. Tapa, fortitude, close to abhyasa. Swadhyay, self-study. Ishwar pranidhan, surrendering to the will of God. Okay, you know yourself and you surrender to the will of God with constant rigorous practice. And then comes asanas. You constantly practice asanas. Why do you practice asanas? Because your body needs to be strong. Your body needs to be opened up. If your body is too stiff, if your body is too tight, you will not be able to sit in meditation for too long. If your body does not get exercise, it will catch illnesses. If your body's immune system is weaker, it's susceptible to catch any kind of illnesses. When you become ill, when you're physically ill, when you're physically unwell, what happens then? You cannot concentrate, you cannot keep consistency. Those factors become, they make you be dependent on others, and then you tend to complain a lot. There is inner conflict going on. There is, other than inner conflict, there is also a lot of, discomfort. So because of that discomfort, you're not able to concentrate. Therefore, it is very, very, very important to take care of the body. We need to understand that it's not fad, it's not a fashion, it's not to show off that we need to do exercises. Exercises is meant so that we can control the mind, and through the body, through our conscious control of breathing and our senses, our emotions, we control the mind. We need to control the mind. That is the highest aim that we need to achieve. It's through the mind that we connect with the soul, and if we need to reach to the higher self, we need to keep the focus, keep the mind consistent, keep the mind consistently positive. And what comes after being positive, we need to be tranquil, we need to be still, we need to be quiet, we need not fluctuate in either negative or positive. If you start thinking negative, you will again come down and you'll have to start again. So that's the process. It keeps going cyclic. Again and again you will have to come down. So mind has to be tamed, mind has to be worked on, and that's the constant process throughout life. In the world of Maya, people start believing all the things or objects of Maya to be real, and that takes us away from our truth, our reality, but we must stick to it. So that's all I came to brief this morning. I wish you a great day ahead. Just stay consistent in your practice and be aware. Yoga is mindfulness, yoga is consciousness, yoga is complete awareness. Be aware of yourself, your actions, your thoughts. All that is kind of seed that we are sowing today for tomorrow. Take care.